Hello, today we're going to be talking about evaluating web resources. My name is Sylvia Frost, and you can find me at sylvia.frost@gcmail.maricopa.edu. The objectives for today are to determine if a web page is credible, reliable, and supportive to your research topic. Searching websites. Really, almost anyone can post information on the web. The World Wide Web indeed offers information from all over the world. There are mass amounts of information, and it can be posted fairly anonymously. The web versus scholarly journals or books. It doesn't take much to get a website up, but to get something published in a scholarly journal or book requires going over a few more hurdles. There's a review board process, but there isn't for the web, so we have to rely on our critical thinking skills. We'll be developing those skills. We'll be using critical thinking in order to evaluate what we find on the web. In order to do this, we're using a simple and memorable test called the CRAP test. That stands for currency, reliability, authority, point of view, or purpose. C is for currency. How recent is this information? Is there a date at the bottom of the page? Can you tell how recently the website has been updated? Is it current enough for your topic, especially if you're doing a current hot topic? Are there dead links on the page? That's a good sign someone's not really tending to this page very much. Reliability. What kind of information is included in the resource? Is the content of the resource primarily opinion? Is it balanced or is it biased? Does the creator provide references or sources for data or quotations? In other words, can you validate the information that you're finding on the website? One way to check about reliability is, what's the domain name? If it's a government website, it might say .gov or .mil. An educational website, .edu. Nonprofit organizations, .org. Those can be tricky because they are not really restricted to nonprofit organizations. Commercial sites, .com. They're probably trying to sell you something. Usually network providers will be a .net. Personal web pages will often include a tilde, that little wiggly mark, somewhere in the URL or the address of the page. One thing you can do is limit your domain. You can try using Google's advanced search and limit your domain to .gov for government sites or .edu for sites created by an educational institution. Or you can just type in site:.gov or .edu, etc. A is for authority. Who is the creator or the author? Can you tell? What are the credentials? Who's the publisher or the sponsor? You can dig a little bit deeper and find information to determine if they're reputable or not. You can Google the publisher or the author. See if you can find a little more information about them to back up what they say about themselves. What is the publisher's interest, if any, in this information? Are there advertisements on the page? P is for a point of view or purpose. Is the information fact or fiction? Is it biased? Is the creator or author trying to sell you something? .com. Who is the intended audience? These are all things to think about. In conclusion, take time to check out the information you find on the web. If you use the web for research, you need to apply your critical thinking skills to establish the validity of the information used in your paper.